Good morning, everyone. Truck buyers are known to be very loyal, and while more people do buy the F-150 and Silverado, the Tundra has established its own very loyal following over the years. So today we're looking at the latest 2019 version in the fully loaded Platinum trim, but as always, the other 4 trims will also be covered. Special thanks to our friends at Frankfurt Toyota for giving us access to this Tundra. And if you're in the market for any new Toyota, be sure to stop by or visit their website, which we provided a link to in the video description. So with that said, let's go ahead and get to it. Starting out with the exterior design, there are no changes for 2019 since the Tundra just came off of an extensive refresh. That means you'll continue to find a bold and macho grille, with this shape across all models, though the finish varies by trim. Here on this Platinum, we have metallic mesh in the middle and body-colored surrounds, while the SR5 also gets this setup, but with chrome surrounds and black mesh. The other option is a bold chrome grille shared between the Limited and 1794 trims, which allows you to basically get the design you want at any price point. Like the grills, the headlights were revamped last year to now be fully LED on all but the SR and SR5 trims. And all models, no matter what, will get the LED daytime running lights. To go along with that, most models also have LED fog lights, though the bumpers are only body colored on the Platinum. Moving to the side, it's got the typical truck look, and is available in several different cab and bed combinations. The top 2 trims are locked into only this crew cab with short 5.5-foot bed, but the SR trims can choose the double cab with 6.5-foot and 8.1-foot beds. And moving around back, it has a very similar look to the new Silverado we reviewed a couple weeks ago, with Tundra stamped into the tailgate and narrow stacked taillights. We also have a side-mounted chrome exhaust pipe and mud flaps. Overall, the Tundra is still a nice looking truck, and features like the all LED lighting hide its age well. Heading up to the wheels, you continue to have several different options for 2019. Both our Platinum and the 1794 come with these 20-inch 6-spoke premium alloys, while the Limited also gets 20-inch alloys but with its own unique design. Finally, SR trims come with 18-inch steel wheels, and you will get all-terrain tires if you choose any TRD package. Next up, we have the mirrors, which are fully loaded on the top-end models. We have heating, chrome caps, power folding, auto-dimming abilities, and even blind spot monitoring. In regards to other safety equipment, this is the biggest area that the Tundra stands apart from the competition. It has Toyota Safety Sense standard across all trims, which includes pre-collision braking with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with sway warning, auto high beam headlights, and adaptive cruise control. These are features that rivals only make available on upper-end models or via packages that cost thousands of dollars extra. Now circling back to the bed, it doesn't have any fancy tricks like the new Sierra, but the tailgate does easy lower. Inside, you do have sliding trays to attach various accessories to, and then plenty of regular tie-downs below that. Finally, there is bed lighting from above. The last 2 things on the outside are towing and fuel range. For the first, the Tundra is rated at a maximum of 10,200 pounds of capacity, or 9,800 pounds as equipped. For the ranges, most models come with a giant 38-gallon fuel tank, which is good for 532 miles between fill-ups for this model, which is rated at 14 combined. Obviously, the more efficient models would go further. Well, that more or less covers everything on the outside, so now let's go ahead and check out the interior. So on the Tundra, keyless entry is standard equipment, though smart entry continues to be unavailable on any trim. So first, looking inside the 2019 Tundra, you won't notice any changes from last year. That means you continue to find a slightly dated but still luxurious cabin, especially here on the top of the line Limited. Now, as far as your materials and colors, there are several to choose from. Starting on the Limited, you do get leather seating, and you've got the choice between black, gray, or beige. The two top trims each have their own themes. So on the Platinum, you've got only this black color scheme with the quilting and the leather. And then on the 1794, you've got brown leather. All the other trims come with gray cloth seating. Now turning to the door trim, it has a luxurious look to it. For your armrest, you do have a padded material. And then above it, you've got leather that goes all through here, and then a faux aluminum trim. You will find automatic windows for the driver and passenger, and two-person memory seats for the 1794 and Platinum. Now coming to the seats, they are 12-way power adjusting, including a special feature that most trucks do not include, which is power thigh extension. This comes on only the 1794 and Platinum, while the Limited has 10-way adjusting seats and the rest have 4-way manual ones. I also want to commend Toyota on the leather quality. This is Lexus level, very soft and supple, and I really like the quilting and the Platinum badging. Now getting in is a little bit tricky since our model does not have the optional running boards. There also is no assist grip, so you have to grab the steering wheel. So like I said, there are no changes to the cabin for 2019, so this is still very much the Tundra that you're used to. Materials on this Platinum are pretty nice. Now the top part of the dash is all hard touch. However, here in the middle, you do have an exclusive leatherette patch with some more of that nice quilted pattern. Below that, you've got some faux aluminum trim. And then down here at the bottom, you have some more leatherette where your knee might touch. Now this would be wood on the 1794. So like I said, push-button ignition is not available on the Tundra. So you've got to stick in the old-fashioned key and twist it to start. Now this is your 7-inch display. This comes standard on all but the SR, and that one gets a 6.1-inch display instead. So looking at your gauges, they've got a real beefy look to them. And in the middle, you do have a 4.2-inch multifunction display across all the trims. This has all the standard affair stuff like your safety systems, as well as your traditional trip stuff, navigation, phone, and voice. Now coming back to the steering wheel, this is old school hydraulic power steering, so that's good for those of you who like that. And then on the Limited and up, you will also find the leather trimming. As far as the buttons, you've got your phone, voice, and audio controls over here. And then on this side, you've got your buttons for your multifunction display, safety systems, and the standard adaptive cruise control, which the new Silverado does not even offer at all. As far as the wheel itself, on 1794 and Platinums, it is power adjusting, although heating is not available. And off to the side here, we've got a ton of different buttons. You've got your buttons for your mirrors, lighting inside and in the bed. And then this button here is for one of the Tundra's signature tricks, which is the fully power rear window. So as you can see, the entire rear glass comes down. So that's a nice touch that none of the rivals offer. Alright, so now let's go ahead and talk about the storage, which is huge as expected. So starting out in your center console here, it is really wide and really deep, and you do have felt lining at the bottom. Additionally, you've got a 12-volt outlet, and then you've got some areas here to stick some pins. On top of that, you do have a place to stick your phone. And then you've got 3 cup holders, which lead up to 2 more 12-volt outlets, a USB port, and an aux jack. Now coming back to your shifter, this is the same very large shifter that the Tundra has always had. And you can press to the left to shift manually, though there are no paddle shifters. When we go into reverse, you do have a standard backup camera across all trims. It does not have active trajectory. However, on the top 2 trims, you do have front and rear parking sensors. And additionally, the mirrors do tilt down to help you see the parking lanes better. Now next to the steering wheel, you do have several other buttons. This one turns on and off your parking sensors, your traction control, your tow haul mode, and then you've also got an integrated trailer brake controller right here. Next to that, you've got your knob for your 4-wheel drive controls. Now moving on over, you will find dual zone automatic climate control on the limited and up. As you can tell, this is a very simple setup. You just have 2 easy to use knobs for the temperature, and then you've got your fan speeds and zones located right here. Additionally, on both the 1794 and Platinum, you will find 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats. Now let's go ahead and sample the upper end 12-speaker JBL sound system that comes on the 1794 and Platinum. Sound quality is excellent. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at this Tundra's Entune system. Now this is not the newest version of Entune, however it does have the same functionality for the most part. Here on the 1794 and Platinum, you will have integrated navigation, and the other trims have connected navigation which runs through your smartphone. There still is no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto available. Now all your other apps are located here in the app button. So next up we'll go into audio. We're currently paired through the standard Bluetooth, and I can play and pause my music straight from here. And then I can click the source button to change into the other available sources. Backing into phone, all of my contacts have automatically synced over, and I can go by letter as well. You got your traditional dial pad, and you can click this button to check your text messages. Well, that's pretty much the basics of the Entune system, but if you want a more detailed look, then be sure to check out our dedicated tech help video. A link to that will be provided in the video description. I do also want to point out that you have a CD player, which is something that a lot of rivals have eliminated. Now moving on up, you've got an auto dimming mirror with built-in HomeLink universal remote here on the Platinum and 1794. You also have the option of a power moonroof on the Limited and Up. Now this is just your standard size unit. There is not a panoramic one available, but you do have a windscreen. So overall, the cabin of the Tundra continues to be a pleasant place to spend time. While it's not quite as high-tech or as luxurious as the latest American trucks, this still has a very honest feel that a lot of truck buyers really identify with. Not to mention, of course, the bulletproof reliability. As you saw, the seat and steering wheel do move back when you exit the vehicle. Now I'll hand it off to Mason, who will finish up the rest of the vehicle.
So the rear door of the Tundra does open really wide, and the door trim is made of nice materials. You have a soft touch plastic rear elbow rest, and on the Platinum you do have the stitched design above it. You do have a silver painted door handle, and your rear window is power but not automatic. Down below that, you do have plenty of door storage, including 2 cup holders and a lot of space over here. Now in the back of the Tundra, you're going to find 42.3 inches of legroom and 38.9 inches of headroom. That does place it on par with the Ford F-150, but it is below the all-new Ram. Our Platinum does have the stitched leather design back here. Leather is really high quality and the seat is comfortable. You do not have running boards on this model, so you just have to use this handle to get in. In the middle, Toyota was nice enough to give you 2 small air vents, as well as a 12-volt power outlet. It is worth noting, though, that there is no heated rear seat option, and there's no charging USBs or anything like that. Toyota does give you an armrest as well. It does have some cup holders inside. And I really like the feature that the rear glass can slide all the way down. Up top, you do have some lighting. The headliner is pretty nice. And Toyota did give you an assist grip and coat hook. So like most trucks, there is plenty of room in this crew cab configuration. I have about a foot of space with the seat all the way back, and my feet can easily slide up under the seat, so there is plenty of room for any height or size. So overall, the Tundra's rear seat is still a really nice place to spend time, despite it missing some of the features that some of the newer offerings have. You do have under-seat storage, so just grab this little handle and pull up. We'll lock right into place. There is not a cargo box like some of the offerings do have nowadays, but it is pretty flat to the floor and you can store plenty of stuff back here, probably like a bicycle or something. To release it, just grab this handle. It drops right back down. The passenger seat does have that Platinum branding as well, and it is power adjusting. You also have power lumbar support. Front of the passenger, you do have some more of that quilted leather design, some silver trim. And down below that, you have a massive glove box. Up top, you do have a sun visor with a mirror and light. As you can tell, it is detachable, and you can also slide it as well. Well guys, that's all I'm going to talk about up here, so let's go ahead and get to the powertrain. So under the hood of the Tundra, you're going to find 2 different V8 engines. The base engine is a 4.6 liter V8 that produces 310 horsepower and 327 pound-feet of torque. But the top end trim, like what we have here, comes with a 5.7 liter V8 that produces 381 horsepower and 401 pound-feet of torque. All models do get a 6-speed automatic transmission, and 4x4 is standard on the top Platinum and 1794 trims.
Now, of course, as you could probably guess, this older style powertrain does get worse fuel economy than some of the newer rivals. The base 4.6 liter V8 comes in at 15 city, 19 highway, 16 combined for the 4x2 model, and it's 16 combined still for the 4x4 model. If you choose the bigger V8, it drops further to 13 city, 18 highway, 15 combined for the 4x2 model, and then 13 city, 17 highway, 14 combined with 4x4 like this model.
Well guys, we hope you enjoyed watching the first in-depth look at the 2019 Toyota Tundra Platinum. Stay watching for a quick overview of the pricing, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons below. We'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.